People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is an accident that occurred in a place called Stony Hill. And when I speak about Stony Hill, I am speaking about rural St. Andrew. And this is yet another perfect example of what happens when persons don't obey the traffic laws, rules and regulation as it pertains to we are talking about country and town. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
I don't even know how to stop him there, you end up. Look at the park native and boat.
This just up now, Stony Hill, lad. Just up on Stony Hill.
Nothing else can show that. Not more than the man there shot back.
Now people, like I said, this is a next perfect example of the type of indisciplined drivers. We're speaking about drivers that drive like they are maniacs on these roads, especially on them little winding, meandering road we are talking about in some country place. And people, it only shows you that these people think that they are on the Autobahn and they are acting, they are flying like some mad bats out of hell. We are talking about some fast truck with not properly maintained. We are talking about tires, we are talking about brakes, we are speaking about mechanical system. And this only proves once again that most of the times they are driving as if they are under the influence of J-Ray and Neville. Or even the fact that them don't have any common sense. The fact that they cannot anticipate and know how to drive, what speed to go, especially when you are going around some corner, on some narrow road where other vehicles are also driving. And this always happens when there are companies out there that are hiring these maniacs to drive for them and don't check them record. We are talking about them driving record, them criminal record, because people, most of the actions that they are doing is actually criminal on the road and they should be locked up. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, one word, don't put any space between the words, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also subscribe to this channel. It is called True Jamaica Buzz, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon and also press all in the option. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a video that has been circulating all over social media. And it shows two popo from the municipal corporation in Lindsay. We are speaking about St. Catherine basically mashing up a cart of a vendor and also his goods. Now, based on the information that is out there, it is said that the chairman of the municipal corporation in St. Catherine, his name is Norman Scott, he had a meeting with the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew. We are speaking about Desmond McKenzie. And they have come to the conclusion that it is a malicious destruction of private property. So therefore, these officers, they are suspended immediately because it is not the policy, it is not the protocol of the municipal corporation for destroy people thing. They're supposed to confiscate and basically make the people them go to court and answer to why they were at a certain spot that they were not supposed to be at. So in other words, the popo that is working for the municipal corporation, he had no authorization. It is not within his job to make that type of decision, to mash up people, things me talk about them property. I am speaking about their cards and their goods. So anyways people, I am sure that you've seen this video. If not, here is a sample, because you understand with YouTube, they have all sorts of policy. So therefore, I don't want to OD. Now people, like I said, I find it very disturbing when employees working for the state or working for the government take it upon themselves to make decision that is detrimental to persons surviving. Because the truth and the fact is that persons that are vendors, them have children, them have responsibility, they have bills, them have mortgage, them have house, them have car payment, them have daily living to make. And when you do this, when you take away their property, we are talking about mash up them cat and destroy their goods. How do they survive? How are they going to make it back? And you have to also understand that a lot of times these persons get their goods, them trust them from the farmer and people. You have to understand in a Jamaica, farmer man serious, them will chop you up for them stuff. So therefore, whenever them give them goods, they expect to get paid. So people, what these persons are doing, they are putting persons in a predicament for basically lose them life or in a some sort of altercation with the people them with them owe. So anyways, people, I want you to take a listen. Take a look to what one of the vendors or two of the vendors had to say about the situation.
The whole umbrella, then gone with one umbrella we buy have a 6 grand. You check out a scale at 3,005. Carrot at 200 and 250 a pound. Irish at 250. You know how much he goods them, daddy? I trust the people them goods, daddy. People them look for money back from with them goods, you know.
I in the idea, trust the goods them. As in general. And responsibility they out the same way, debts they out the same way, can't mash up, me have to pay for the same way. Everything, you see me, says like a problem they left me in one bag of stress, you see me.
So people, the moral of the story is this. Based on what the chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, Norman Scott, is saying, it is not the protocol of the municipal corporation to destroy equipment. We are talking about stall, we are talking about card. They are supposed to seize equipment and also confiscate good. They are not supposed to destroy them on the spot. So therefore these employees, these popo, they went above and beyond their responsibility. Them basically take it upon themselves to destroy the people and property. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is an update as it pertains to a situation that was held or took place in Denham town. We are talking about downtown between a set of soldiers. We are talking about some man soldier, female soldier, and also some male soldier. About 3 or 4 soldiers and 1 man. Now people, when we see that video, we have to ask the question, what went wrong? Now based on the information that is out there, the man was on his way to work, minding his own business, when something was said and some sort of verbal altercation started, and then the verbal altercation started some people getting at them feelings. And like I said, people, I was not there. I cannot put things into context. However, when we look at this situation, we have to ask the question, what is the soldiers or what are these soldiers doing interacting with people? We are talking about the citizen. That is supposed to be the job of the popo, because the popo, they are trained or they are supposed to be the professional ones. However, we understand with these states of emergency, they might be short-staffed. However, when you are short-staffed, that does not mean that you are supposed to be unprofessional. So therefore, how did a verbal altercation end up in a physical altercation where 4 or 3 soldiers basically attack 1 man? And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that who instigated the whole thing. Me just say it should not have happened based on the fact that this man was on his way to work and something was said and then them kick off from there. And what is so very disturbing about the whole thing too is that this man was tossing these people like some ragdoll. May I talk about him and fling the soldier them here, there and everywhere. So it is obvious that these soldiers are not properly trained. We are talking about in a self-defense, we are talking about martial arts, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. And what was even more disturbing is the fact that after they got the situation under control and them basically have a tall up to the man head and the man surrendered and was on his knee, the soldier lady kicked the man right in him ribs. May I talk about one Rete and Lele kick smack right in him ribs. We are talking about with them big old soldier boots. So people, it just shows you the level of unprofessionalism. It just shows you the type of Bugoyaga people that we have in the P0L force and the JDF. They are so ill prepared for the street. They are so ill prepared. They are so bad with their communication skills. People, the whole force, may I talk about the whole security force, it seems as if it needs to be dismantled because a peer Bugoyaga, a peer are the worst, may I talk about the people that are employed. And people, the truth and the facts that most of these persons that enter the P0L or the JDF, they just go in there because of financial or economic reason, because them can't get another sort of job. They are not educated. So people, we are talking about some dunce people, and people don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that that is so for everybody, because in everything there are always good and bad. Me just said the general consensus is that most of these soldiers and most of these P0L, they are the bottom of the barrel, and that is why we see this type of reaction, and that is why we see the lack of respect by the communities and citizens of Jamaica for the force. We are talking about JCF and JDF, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the news that we see that Sissoko, they are investigated and have arrested a man that is 48-year-old following some sort of allegations that he jumped over the fence of a 10-year-old pitney. People may say 10. Now, based on the St. Catherine P0L, it is said that this incident took place in a place called Kingston Town. And based on the information, it is said that the suspect was arrested on Sunday following the complaint by the girl and her family. And based on the information, it is said that he took the little pitney in some bushes and touch her up. So people, we have to ask the question once again, when we see this trend occurring too often with these elderly men, we are talking about these big great tone men basically jumping over the fence as some little pitney. People, we are speaking about some person that seems as if they are mentally retarded, mentally deranged because of their action. And it seems that Jamaica is not getting a hold on this situation because it seems to be getting worse and worse. Every day we get up, every week we get up, we hear the same old thing. And some of the time it seems as if the justice or the crime is not fitting the punishment, because a lot of time, even a case that I spoke about maybe about 2 days ago, the man got 6 months for touching up a little 5-year-old, and then him come out and him do the same thing. Him touch up a 15 or 13-year-old girl once again, one more again. So people, until Jamaica gets a hold, until they start to punish these people properly, they are going to be doing the same thing over and over, because they realize that they can get away with it. And sometimes they are just getting a slap on their wrist to basically try slap up some little pitney. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.